Hello, friends. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by Hanky Law. Hanky Law likes solving your problems when they happen, but loves anticipating them so they don't. They provide real people with real solutions to help get your life moving forward. Hanky Law provides criminal defense, family law, personal injury, and civil law. Listen, the legal system can be intimidating and scary. If you find yourself in the legal system, it's important to have lawyers who can explain the process, navigate the legal system, and protect your rights. Hanky Law's experienced attorneys use their knowledge to skillfully defend their clients. Maybe your family is needing representation during a stressful or emotional event. Hanky Law can help. Hankey Law is comprised of Blake and Kelsey Hankey with a family of their own, so you can trust they understand the value of keeping the best interests of you, your finances, your future, and the long term interests of your children in mind. If you are needing legal help in North Dakota or Minnesota, go to hankyjustice.com or call 701 746 4529. Hankey Law, counselors and attorneys at law. That wasn't the coolest opener you've ever heard. Yeah. Sorry for my awful voice. Turns out I got the COVID, the Rona. Fucking sucks, by the way. I don't know if anyone's mentioned it, but it's really not fun. I'm not gonna die, but this is really not fun. God, dude, I'm constantly feeling like, like when you breathe in too deep and your lungs are supposed to have like a little extra, like, places. Can you not? Your lungs supposed to have. Sorry, my cat. For those who are listening, my cat just cannot stop jumping around. My lungs. You're supposed to like expand. Every time I try to breathe in too much, I just cough immediately. Like, oh my god, I feel like I'm getting a physical every 2 minutes. Turning my head. All right. Like, I had to go get tested. Like, right across the way here at this basketball arena. And first of all, one of the most unsafe things I've ever been to in my life. It's like the congregating of all the sick people in one area. Like, confirmed COVID people are on the right, not confirmed on the left. But like, all that's separating us is like air, just a little pocket of air. So, if I didn't have it before I went in there, I sure as fuck got it when I left. And yeah, it was just crazy. I don't know. Just didn't. They shoved a swab up my nose and fucking dug around up there for a while, pulled it back out, shoved it in a tube, and then sent it off to get tested. And then today they sent me an email and they were like, "So, dude, you should probably not do anything." I was like, "Okay, sounds good." So, I got the antibodies and whatever, so I gotta go get it tested again and tested again, and eventually, when I get negative, I'll be good to go. So we'll see when that happens. But either way, I was watching. They've had like so many UFC reruns on TV, uh, and it's like that sport to me is fucking nuts. These dudes, like, your job is just beat the shit out of somebody. That's your career, just to go and just assault people. Like, I truly like these people, like Nate Diaz and stuff, and Anderson. I don't even know first of all, Silva. Those dudes would be in prison if it wasn't for the UFC. Those guys would be 100% in prison, no doubt. And I've watched that dude kick, and he like broke his shin around another dude's shin. I about threw up. I mean, I remember when I was watching the championship game in like 2011, 2012 with Louisville and Kentucky. With I think it was Louisville, Kentucky. They were playing each other, and I don't remember exactly who it was, but they were playing each other, and Kevin Ware like jumped, fell, and his leg like exploded when he landed, like on TV.
I don't do well with that, man. I don't do good. I am not in healthcare for a reason. I'm not in it for any reason. I woke up today for. I almost had a visit from some healthcare professionals though. My grandparents were about to send some fucking cops or something to my house or paramedics or whatever because they thought they know I'm sick, but I wasn't like answering the phone because I slept in till like 3 p.m. my time. But back home, that's like 5 p.m. their time. So they've been up since 5 in the morning. Meanwhile, I'm not answering the phone. They think I'm dead or something in here. Thank God I picked up the phone when I did because they were going to send a wellness check to my house. That would have been embarrassing. It's like, yeah, nope, I'm good. Sorry about that. You guys can go back to your back to your day. Oh God, dude, I feel like utter shit lately. I'm tired all the time. My eyes feel like there's pressure behind them. My sinuses are all backed up. My lungs hurt. A mild fever at all times. You know. Oh, you guys, are you enjoying this ASMR of my COVID infection? Oh my God, today is the 8th of December in 2020, and this shit has been going on since March of 2020. It's fucking ridiculous. 9 months later, this is still going on. There's a lawsuit from the United States plaintiffs against China for $6 trillion to in compensation. So a couple of problems with that. Even if they do, number one, China most likely isn't going to show up to court, and number two, even if they did have something put against them, China definitely wouldn't pay. So the plaintiffs are like, we'll just take their shit here in the United States. Like what? We already kicked them out of their embassy. Like we're we're having a tough go with that. I don't know. There's a couple. I mean, there's more embassies and there's more stuff, but I don't know. I don't see how that would go well. I think if we're gonna get paid back for this, it's got to be diplomatically. But at the same time, the Australian government's looking at it at somehow getting paid back by the Chinese, and so are a bunch of European Union countries looking to go together in the EU. So I mean, who knows? Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen? Not me. Not me. I'm just a fucking comedian who's out of work. you know? That's what I am. Speaking of which, dude, if you guys aren't going to come to the show in Las Vegas for my pay per view event, then at least buy the fucking ticket. It's $20.20. You can go to my website, jakeridercomedy.com. If you're looking at my stream right now, you're watching, look in the bottom right corner of the screen. See that? That's where you're gonna go. Right there. Grab that web address, toss her on up in the URL, and click fucking send there, buddy. Alright? Because what that's gonna do is send you right on your way to my website where you're gonna then click on tour. And then when you click on tour, you're gonna see that there's only one event because every other goddamn event got canceled. And so there is really no tour, it's just what the tab says right now. So you're gonna click on that, and then you're gonna click on the only event that's there, and then you're gonna go and buy the tickets. Because if I hear after the show, hey Jake, how did the show go? It's gonna suck because I know you didn't buy a ticket to the show. Hey bitch, I would buy a ticket to your show, alright? So buy a ticket to my show. That's all I gotta ask. It's not even just gonna be me either, okay? Randy goddamn Couture's gonna be there. Alright, Sean Cooper's gonna fucking be there. That chick from America's Got Talent who can do a handstand and shoot a bow and arrow with her feet's gonna be there. Alright, you guys, there's gonna be bands, there's gonna be singers. It's dope. It's fucking dope. We're gonna kick the shit out of 2020. We're gonna whoop its ass on the way out. We're gonna fucking whooshka! We're gonna fucking slam it out the door, and then we're gonna lock the bitch, and then we're gonna be like, yo, 2021, let's try this fresh. Alright, we're gonna have to go through like 20-ish more days of kind of rough turmoil just to finish out the 79 days of hell between president transitions. But after that, I think we're gonna be in a little better shape. To be completely honest with you, I think it's gonna be better. I don't think that the guy who's replacing the other guy is going to make it any better, but I think that it's going to be a lot calmer afterwards because it's not close to an election anymore. Unless, of course, the Georgia Senate election makes that any more ridiculous. In which, yo, how great is it that a libertarian came in and just fucking shoved a stick in the front tire of the bike and just threw everyone over the handlebars? Absolute goat, Shane Hazel. I love you. He and I are talking. He's gonna get on my other show, Cloud Surfing, with me sometime, and I'm gonna go on his show sometime, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I really enjoy doing that other show, like Cloud Surfing, where I get to talk to other people. Cause goddamn, some of these people, man, like, can you, in any other circumstance, who would sit down with me for like an hour? Like, the the secretary or the director of security for the coolest museum in the world sat down and talked to me, and he ended up being one of the coolest dudes in the fucking world. And that's so cool because I'm one of the coolest dudes in the fucking world, and so we're gonna be fucking cool together. I'm gonna go sometime and see the art, and I'm gonna hope he's there because I'm gonna fucking be like, hey man, you're really cool. I'm gonna remind him because he probably gets busy looking for all that stolen art from time to time. I'm just, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel utterly disgusted. Like, you ever have it like where you take a shower, but no matter how many times you take a shower, you just feel like your skin is just like nasty. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel disgusting. I have to go to see a doctor tomorrow. Oh man, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff, man. Just living the dream out here. I'm bitching about getting medical help. I really need to shut the fuck up right now. I need to be quiet. What is great, this Israeli former security chief for space operations. You know, I don't know, he must be on his deathbed or someone must want him dead or something because he's just dropping secrets like no one else. He's like, yeah, there is such thing as the Galactic Federation, and they've been contacting us, but they think humanity's just not mature enough yet. How fucking great is it that we are confirmed to be the boondocks of the goddamn solar system? Like, everyone thinks that we're not the solar system, the galaxy. We are absolutely on the we're the Louisiana, we're the Alabama. We're just down there, just we're not so goddamn sure about this whole Galactic Federation shit quite yet. We're just throwing nukes at each other and stuff. We're still fighting wars over resources. Plenty of resources. We can fix this all. We just choose not to. You know, that's just who we are. So, yeah, I wouldn't admit this either. I fucking can you imagine if we figure out? Because if we find out, here's the thing that's going to happen. Either we're going to get our asses conquered if we join, or we're going to find out that they're kind of pussies, and then we're going to go try to conquer them, and then we're going to find out that they aren't pussies, they were just being nice, and they've got super cool, dope shit, and then they're going to come conquer us again anyway. So either way, I don't think it's going to work out well for us if we go see them now. Because, like, we're still fucking hairless monkeys chomping away at shit, trying looking for power and pussy and shit. We're not ready. We're not. God, I'm telling you, man. I live in this apartment, and my neighbors do not like when I get in here and start yelling into this podcast. I mean, it is 1:10 in the morning, but listen, we are renting a renovated motel. Okay, this does not scream doing well by any means. No one's a comedian because they're doing well. No one lives here because they're doing well. I'm on the north end of the strip. Do you honestly think anyone wants to be on the north end of the strip by UNLV if they're doing it? No, it's not the case. Okay, so stop banging on the wall. I'm not shutting up. All right. I'm like Steve-O when he was just. I don't know if you guys knew, but Steve-O when he was younger did some of the craziest shit. You guys did know that, but like he hated his fucking neighbor in his apartment so much for no reason other than he was just on crack all the time. We just go out there and just kick down the door and God, my cats are being ridiculous right now. We just go kick down the door and just bang on the walls, and he punched a hole through the drywall, climbed through into his apartment, and then he yelled at him because he locked the door and wouldn't let him in. Like, dude, it's not your apartment. Why wouldn't he? How great would that be? This dude punches a hole in my wall and comes in right while I'm streaming this. That would be great. Oh my god. I think the Galactic Federation. Do you think they're like? Do you think they're like octopus-looking people, or do you think they're like humanoid-looking people? Do you think that there's only like one or two ways that life can really exist? Like, you know, you can only have plants and like living. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Everything that we know of cosmic shit is made up of like relatively the same shit. The periodic table extends beyond just Earth, you know. So you have to think it's like relatively. It's got to be carbon based of something, you know. I don't know if you noticed, but like in the past 5 years, first of all, I would like to point out that I made a claim. I made a claim. I've got to go back and find this post, but I made a claim. Look at my eyes, dude. I look so fucking tired right now. I am tired. I did take all the medicine. Did you see me just go off on a tangent again? Down some I'm tired shit. Anyway, I made a post about I would knew that the aliens would be confirmed by the end of the year. Everyone's like, I'll take that bet. All right, I'm about to get wealthy by the end of the year because I placed like 10 grand bets on that. I don't have the 10 grand. I was just that confident that it was gonna happen. But the people I placed the bets with have the 10 grand. That's the important thing. And I placed it in a public thing, and I have them saying yes. So in the court of public opinion, that's a valid contract, and it must be upheld. Thank you. I rest my case. Let me look up some tweets that I got tweeted at, so I might as well just say some of those. Someone asked me a question, because I wrote, because Apple's removing the charger block, and I said, Apple, if you remove the charger block, I'm going somewhere else. And I seriously am. Like, I'm really kind of tired of Apple. And then I was down looking at some Samsung phones, and it turns out they're ditching their blocks too. So now what? I don't want to get a Google phone because they got backdoors built into it more than a Huawei phone does. You know? I might just go back to one of those Motorola phones. We should go try to find an investor and try to start up Altel again. Remember Altel? Dude, to this day, my dad's number has not changed. It's this. I'm not gonna say it, but since I was like fucking 4 years old, dude, my dad got his cell phone for the first time, and it was like a big, like you had to fucking pull the antenna. Hello, for those. Same number to this day. That number has gone from like 900,000 phones throughout the years. I don't know how he does it. Carrier to carriers, he's gone from like Altel to Sprint to US Cellular. He goes all over the place. Same phone number. I don't know how he pulled it off. I've had like 93 phone numbers by now. Oh my god. ProPublica, by the way. I've been trying to reach out to them and talk to them. Because they're like the dopest. They're the TMZ of Washington, D.C. They get all the dirt. They go into like barbershops dressed up as like, hi, I'm here just to get my hair cut. But really, they have a microphone underneath the fucking jacket, and they're recording the secret Chinese deal behind the gate. They're cute, but the reason why is like I don't mind that they're up there. It's that this cat in particular doesn't just sit. She goes up there and she takes her claws and she goes, "Arr, arr, arr," and she fucking rips holes in the furniture. So it's not like you guys think, oh, Jake's just being a dick to his cat. No, he's not. Jake's not wanting his furniture to get holes ripped in it. Okay. Truth be told, this couch cost nothing, and you're like, yeah, I can tell. Look at that piece of shit. Okay, I know that, but I don't want to have to take this couch out and then bring a new couch up here because let me tell you what, I legitimately puked hauling this couch. This thing's made out of fucking steel, man. This thing, I threw up hauling it up the stairs. Me and Jim hauled it up here. That was ridic, man. That was ridic. Anyway, I'm talking about ProPublica. They identified multiple officers, like I think 68 of them, or 68 instances of police brutality during the police brutality protests. Which, how great is that? Like, hey guys, we're all out here protesting police being brutal to us, and then the cops just come up and pepper spray motherfuckers in the face. Like, okay, did you not get what they were trying to do? Like, listen, again, still made donations to the police department. I'm still very much friends with my police friends. I'm still very much supporting of the police officers. Still buy them, and if I see them in the store, I buy their shit for them. Doesn't mean that I approve of the ones that are out there pepper spraying people for no fucking reason. Like, you're allowed to support the good ones and call out the bad ones. I don't understand why this has to be so fucking controversial. It shouldn't be, at least in my opinion. I don't know why it is. Breaking news, podcaster comes out. Dude, it's so annoying how easily offended people can be these days by the simplest thing. Like, I got news for you guys. If you don't like hearing what someone has to say, there are two things you can do besides be a little bitch about it. Number one, walk away. Act like you didn't hear it. Move on with your life. Or number two, have a constructive conversation with them about it to figure out, hey, why is their view that way? Why is my view this way? It's a good thing to have that. I don't know if you knew that, but it is a good thing to have that. This might be one of the most ridiculous podcasts that I've ever had, but you know that's fine. It's uh, it's just one of those things where I wanted to make sure I got me with COVID on the record. I think it's the second time I've had it actually because I had the antibody test done and I had the antibodies like months ago. So I guess like those go away. I guess I don't know. I'm not a fucking epidemiologist, so it's tough to know. Is an epidemiologist the same? Do they do pandemics too? Because there's epidemics for epidemi. Is there a pandemiologist? Is that a thing? Let's fucking Google that. Hold on. Let's Google that. What is it? Pandemiologist. Pandemiologist. No. No. Turns out an epidemiologist is the word for it. Could have fooled me, man. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But anyway, I'm going to leave this one short. Leave it here. Let me go through my notes, make sure I got everything I wanted to cover. Oh, what you should do, get back over here real quick and go to this pretty little website. It's called patreon.com/Jake Ryder Comedy. Right there, check that out. You can become a patron and see my shit first before everyone else does. You can buy the shirt for a cheaper price. You can do all the cool shit right here inside this area. Also, check this out. Boom, JakeRyderComedy.com. We go there. We're clicking on tour. What's right here? Pay-per-view event in front of your face. Click there. You click on this link. Boom, click here for tickets. You can buy your ticket right there. It's in 22 days, boys and girls. 22 days. That's real soon. That's real soon. Also, when you get your ticket, you'll get an email. You'll actually put in your information, obviously, to get your information. They'll send you a link as to where you can watch it. So you can watch it there. Otherwise, you can come to the show with it. Guys, it's going to be so much fun. I've got a great routine setting up for it. I'm going to have a good time with it, and I really hope everyone else has a good time too. So, again, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And I will see all of you later.